And we're back again. Thanks for watching, guys, again. I really appreciate it if you're watching this. I actually went to a great deal of trouble to record these. I already owned Fraps, so that was the hardest part sorted out. I actually was trying to use Hypercam and Camtasia and Cam Studio and all these other programs, and they all gave me varying degrees of suck. Whereas Fraps has actually made this relatively painless, except for the fact that I couldn't get it to record the audio. Without, using an external audio recorder and all this. And I even tried that with Camtasia and it wasn't working, so... what I actually ended up doing was adding a second sound card to my computer. An old PCI Audigy I had laying around. And I found Windows 7 drivers for it, which kudos to Creative for continuing to update their drivers for their products. Even though it's not the software, it's not updated, so I can't, do things like DTS or whatever. Oh yeah, red key. I can at least use the card in Windows 7, which is nice. What was I talking about? Oh, how hard it was to make these videos. I always hated this room, by the way, because this room pretty much kicks my ass all the time. I'm kind of bad at Doom, I don't know if you've noticed. You're probably thinking, dude, you've been understanding these videos and have had no trouble basically, and that's true, but that's because episode 1 is actually really easy. But anyway. So I had to add the second sound card. Son of a bitch. And, that was really a pain because the first Audigy I tried actually didn't even work. But I had another one, and I set that up, and I had to go through and balance the audio for my 5.1 headphones, which was a major pain in the ass, because you see, the only thing I have actually running into the Audigy is my left and right, front speakers, the main speakers. Oh, I have the key card. Alright, anyway, I'll stop being a retard. Apologies to any actual retards that are watching this. Sincerely. I shouldn't have to apologize because I'm kind of a retard myself. Anyway, so I had to put the second sound card on my computer, and it was a huge hassle because I had to mess with my overclock because for some reason adding the sound card, I guess, just tweaked the power that I was using from the power supply, and it made my machine unstable. So I had to tweak my overclock, which is, by the way, 4 gigahertz on a 2.5 gigahertz processor. I'm pretty proud of that. It's a Core 2 Duo. But anyway. So I added the Audigy, and what I did was I ran the main speakers out to the Audigy from my onboard sound, and then I just have Fraps recording the line in from the on the Audigy card, which makes this all very neat and elegant. Even though it's kind of a hack, it's a kludge is what they call that, I think. I don't know. I'm sure RMS will call me and be like, "Fucking wrong, noob. Back at MIT, okay, no one cares." Damn it, I missed one. You probably noticed that I'm fuzzy at the bottom here. If you don't know, that's the invisibility sphere, which makes enemies with range attacks sometimes miss you. I think they have a random amount of what's the term? Sway, I guess, added to their attacks. A random amount of spread of inaccuracy. See that right there? That's actually a pretty common Doom mapping error. It's funny that it showed up in some of the official levels, but the tools they were using were actually very primitive. Sorry, I've got the hiccups almost because of these very spicy pork rinds I've been eating. But anyway, I shouldn't have grabbed that yet. I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There's a reference I hope no one gets. I'm not a juggalo, I swear. I just used to listen to it in high school. But anyway, Doom mapping error. The tools they were using to create the original Doom maps were very primitive compared to what people use now. Codem's excellent Doom Builder program is so much cleaner and just faster and more user-friendly than the old tools they were using. I think DoomEd was the name of the first Doom editor that id Software used. And it's a terrible, terrible program for the time I'm sure it was fine. I don't mean to knock on whoever made it, but I've tried to use DoomEd myself, and it's like, my head is exploding. But I just kind of suck at mapping anyway. My best maps ever were, like, not even as good as, like, Nuts Wad, if any of you know what that is. Just giant rooms full of monsters and ammo and guns. I'm like, why would you do this? It's funny to me that there's still a Doom mapping community that's like more active than like Quake or Unreal or really most mapping communities. I think there are still more Doom maps coming out than there are for even current games. But the only games that have more active modding communities are like Oblivion, Fallout, things like that. Which those games, the modders for those games are just, they're fucking insane. That's all there is to it. How do I... Is it that line? There's a secret... There it is. There's a secret door here somewhere. Alright. You see how their fireballs are not really on target? In Doom, enemies with range attacks like that do not miss. They're perfectly accurate. You have to strafe to dodge. Really just any kind of movement usually will dodge it for you unless you run straight into it. But with the invisibility sphere that I have, it makes them less accurate. Even these shotgunner guys are less accurate. One of the things I love about Doom, as opposed to Doom 2, is that you don't have the Doom 2 monsters, which more enemies is usually a good thing in games, but man, the Doom 2 monsters are just so irritating. You got the chain gunners, which can kill you faster than anything, just about. You've got Revenants, who are the worst by far. I don't know who thought that was a fun idea. You've got Mancubus. The Mancubi are actually fine. Mancubus, Mancubi, whatever they are. They don't really bother me. But they're just kind of... The problem with the Doom 2 enemies is they don't have too much health. It's like Heretic. And Heretic, you don't really have any good guns, but all the enemies are really tough. And so everything just kind of takes a while to kill, and you're just kind of left circle strafing around these admittedly pretty cool looking enemies, but you're just left circle strafing around these enemies for, you know, 5 minutes trying to kill one, and it's like, this is not fun. Strife, they're infighting. Strife? No. Heretic, sorry. Heretic Shareware doesn't have that problem as much, but Heretic Registered, it's just, God, it's terrible. Every enemy has way too much health. Which I think that was actually Raven's like first game, so I mean I really can't blame him too much for that. For our first game, Heretic is amazing. Anyway, I mentioned Strife on accident. Strife is also very cool, although not actually a very good game. It was a really cool idea, is what it came down to. Okay. Any other games you've ever seen with a semi-automatic rocket launcher? I mean, it was Duke Nukem 3D, but that wasn't rockets. Although I think actually his RPG fired about that fast, so I guess it's not special after all. I'm not even trying. I'm really not. This is all autoplay while I think about what I want to say next. And this is so far from the experience of like old school Doom. I kind of want to make a video there where I play one of these levels, you know, with it set up the way it's supposed to be, like old school Doom. This is actually two specters stuck together. They will still attack if you get next to them. And if I kill one, well, I guess I killed them both. Oh, that's just one specter. He's stuck on the wall. That's what it is. Alright. Again, I missed someone, but that level was long, and I don't even like it. This level, on the other hand, I love. But I'm going to save here, and I'm going to end this video. If you like my videos, of course, please subscribe. I'm going to be putting out new LPs pretty soon. I'm going to do Spelunky probably after this, and I think me and Sleeves of War, or Sleeves of War and I, are going to do some some co-op LPs pretty soon. So anyway, thanks for watching again.